Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to create this effect in Blender 4.5. First, create a new project and delete everything in the scene so we can work more easily. After that, we can create a new cube by pressing Shift+A once the cube appears. Adjust it so it sits properly on top of the red axis line. Next, click on the cube and search for the array modifier. This will duplicate the cube. You can increase the spacing between each cube by adding 0.1 after the value in the x-axis, and also increasing the count. Then we duplicate it again and switch the x-axis to the y-axis to create the second row. At this point, we have a square grid of cubes. Add one more array modifier and switch it to the z-axis, and we'll get a 3D block made of multiple cubes. If you want it longer, just increase the value to around 12. Now we have the cube structure we need when we apply all the modifiers. Blender will merge everything into a single mesh, meaning it becomes one solid object instead of many small cubes. To separate them back into individual cubes, press P and choose Separate by Loose Parts. Now each small cube becomes its own object. Next, we create a plane so the cubes have something to land on. Select all the cubes and go to the Physics tab to add rigid body to all of them. Then add a passive rigid body to the plane so it works as the ground. When you play the animation, you'll see the cubes fall down, however. Right now, the origin of all the cubes is still at the position of the original cube, the little orange dot. Because of that, the physics movement is incorrect. So we need to move the origin of each cube back to its own center. Select all the cubes, gives Go to Object, gives Set Origin, gives Origin to Geometry. This sets the origin of each cube to the center of its geometry. When we play the animation again, the cubes will behave correctly, meaning the effect is working. After that, we can create a ball. Press Shift plus a give sphere, then press S to scale it up. Now add a rigid body to the ball and enable animation. If you don't, the ball will just fall down like this. Move to frame 0. Press I or F to insert a keyframe. Then move to around frame 50. Move the ball to the other side and press I or F again to set another keyframe. Now the ball will move from one side to the other. When the animation plays, it will hit the cubes and create a very nice dynamic effect, just like the example.